Okay, so this has just kind of been on my mind because I've been really working on my responses to, well, everything, but my responses in particular to things that I would rather be different. Because my responses are often terrible and not really reflective of what I think or how I feel. They're just that raw, right on the surface. This is how I feel in that moment. And then 6 minutes later, you're like, yeah, I feel that, but I also feel a whole lot of other things that are probably more useful than that surface level thought. So I've been trying to figure out a way to not respond while I'm having that initial response, that initial feeling, that initial wanting to be defensive, that initial wanting to tell somebody, defend yourself. It just, when you hear something you don't want to hear, maybe not you, me, when I hear something I don't want to hear, yeah, I respond poorly. My responses, Lord, English is hard, are difficult still because I'm not pleased with how I respond at all. So anyway, my point is, did you ever think that, if you don't know this about me by now, I pray about everything, even things that may seem silly. So I've been praying that God would help me see how I can get better in this place. So anyway, I was thinking on the way to work this morning, do you think that God puts difficult people in our lives specifically to help us refine ourselves, So if we can figure out how to not have that surface level response, so he kind of gives us practice and opportunities to, number one, see the flaw in it, how you don't get what you were hoping for out of that interaction. So that's always your first clue. But that, well, a whole lot of things. One, you don't have to share all the thoughts that come into your head. I'm not sure how to, that's the piece I don't know how to do. So I think if I could figure that piece out, when I have that initial reaction, how do I close my mouth? And remember that this is probably a test from God to help you refine yourself, Miriam. So I think if I could remember that in the moment, that this is a test, then I feel very equipped to pass the test. But it's only in retrospect, because I've already reacted instead of responding. And so, because my responses are way, way better than my reactions. My reactions are less than desirable on every single level. They're just not palatable, and they're not helpful, and it doesn't leave people walking away from those negative interactions with me feeling good about the situation or themselves or me. And I just don't want people to have that kind of engagement with me. I want people to walk away from me feeling better, not like I took something away from them. I want to give them my energy, my good, my God, my love, my energy, my time, my presence, my love, affection, generosity. I want to give. I don't want to take. And at this point in my life, I still do take from the situation, and I really want to do that better. So anyway, I think because I've been asking God to help me, He does just exactly that. So be careful what you pray for. So I have had lots of opportunities lately to encounter difficult people, more than normal levels of difficulty. I've been a nurse for 27 years, so I understand difficult people, and I love them. Actually, they're really my favorite. But what happens is, out in the world, that's fine, difficult people, because I seem to deal with them amazingly well. A patient, a family member, a person at the grocery store. It's the people that I get close to that I feel reactive to. Like the people that their opinion matters to me, and then they have an opinion of me that's so harsh that I didn't see, rather than appreciating the feedback, which is what I really do feel when they give it to me, because I want the feedback. But when I get it, I respond so poorly, it does not encourage them to want to share it with me the next time. So, yeah. So I think difficult people are good for us. And really, it's kind of God just holding up a mirror saying, here is what you need to look at in yourself when these people that God puts in front of you bring up all of these feelings. He's kind of showing you all those feelings, all of those emotions, all of those things that make me want to react to so quickly and harshly and emotionally. I think those things, yeah, put there to help us do that better. Anyway, so I don't really even know what I was trying to say. A lot of things, apparently, because I went on 5 different tangents. But that's what my brain does. So anyway, we'll just look at this later and see what exactly I was trying to say, I guess. We're just going to go be as excellent as we can be today.